Hi everybody, it's Dr. V back here with a Healing the Divine Feminine's Inner Child reading. And I'm going to shuffle briefly and get started. I'm also going to light this because I don't know why it's not burning. This incense is being really weird right now. Okay, perfect. So, a couple more shuffles and then I'm going to go ahead and jump in and get started. Healing your inner child. I'm using the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And this is a pretty simple spread, but it gives a little insight into what's going on with the energy. So this is for the Divine Feminine for the week of March 12th through 19th. And this is the energy that she is working with, or that she can work with, to move through deeper levels of healing this week. I've already set sacred space and prayed, and so I'm going to just jump right in. So the first card is, how is the Divine Feminine's inner child feeling currently? I'll show you and then I'll put it down. Intention. What did the Divine Feminine lack as a child? Spiritual growth. What was something that left the Divine Feminine's inner child scarred? Ideas and inspiration. What is something, or how is that affecting the Divine Feminine's life now? Harmony. What is something that that the Divine Feminine can do to heal her inner child? Oh my goodness, you guys. I just drew that in the same position for the Divine Masculine. The mirroring is so awesome. Okay. How can the Divine Feminine support her inner child? You guys, I'm not kidding. You saw me shuffle. You saw me shuffle, but if you go cross-watch the Divine Masculine, same cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what is a message from the Divine Feminine's inner child? Manifestation. I do really get this excited, you guys, because it really is super cool. So how the Divine Feminine's inner child feels currently is the intention card. So she is interesting because you don't necessarily think of a child having great intention, but children really do. I mean, I've seen it with my own kids that they will set an intention and manifest it in crazy fast time, and I'm like, okay. And so I'm teaching them how that works. But the inner child wants you to set your intention right now. She wants you to really to look at your intentions. What is it that you're intending to bring into this life? What is it that you're intending to manifest? And if it's anything that's less than freaking amazing, your inner child is like, knock that shit off and get clear and get really intentional about what you want, because it's time. It is time to move on. It's time to move into manifestation, which I know I'm aware of this card being here, but we'll get to that in a minute. But the inner child is really saying, like, look, you have so much power, you have so much ability. What's your intention? What are you trying to accomplish here? And how can you do that? What can you do to move forward in this life? What can you do to get us where we want to be? Because the inner child is invested too. Like, the inner child wants you to be successful and wants you as the adult to be living the life of your dreams, because if you're living the life of your dreams, then you're going to be taking better care of yourself and your inner child. So the inner child is really like, get clear on your expectations, get clear on your intentions. And if you're not liking the experiences that you're having right now, then revise your intentions so that you can create something new. It's a pretty strong message coming through. What the Divine Feminine lacked as a child: spiritual growth. So what I'm getting here is that and this is tied together with this, is that the divine feminine has probably always been a very spiritual person. I know when I was a kid, I was always I wanted to go to church and I wanted to pray and I wanted to, read all of the spiritual books that I could get my hands on. But it wasn't really encouraged in my family. It wasn't something that was really cultivated. And so instead of having an experience where I felt like my spiritual growth was really supported and encouraged, I felt like it was kind of cut off and not encouraged. And so it went internal. And I think that that's what the feminine is experiencing right now, is that there was not a lot of support for the spiritual growth. So she didn't have people around her teaching her about her intentions and how to manifest and how to talk to God and how to talk to the divine and how to do all of those things. And so it was lacking. She didn't have that foundation. So at this point now along this journey, the divine feminine has been learning that and has been taking steps toward that. But it's not an easy path, right? It's like you feel like sometimes you have a lot of catching up to do when you're in that space. So something that left her inner child scarred. It's ideas and inspiration. So what I get from this, the energy of this card is that she was, the divine feminine was a very creative, very vital, and I mean by that, had a lot of vitality, energetic, really powerful energy as a child, and had all these ideas and all these things that she wanted to do. And again, she can be a he can be a she. This is not gender specific. However, getting back to the point that she had a lot that was going on. She had a lot of great ideas and inspiration, a lot that she wanted to do, but it wasn't supported and it wasn't cultivated. And in fact, what I'm getting is there was some sense of shame that she wasn't celebrated the way that she felt that she should have been celebrated, that she wasn't given the support that she needed to cultivate the ideas and the inspiration. She wasn't given the space to be able to be the creative person that she was. And had she been able to, she would have understood from an early age the power of intention, and she would have known about the spiritual growth. But she wasn't given that, and it has it kind of cut her off at her knees, if that makes sense. So she had all of this great energy and all of these things that she wanted to do, but it wasn't encouraged, and her ideas and inspiration, who she really was, the creative soul, her spirit was really not supported, and in fact I get very shamed. How that is affecting her life now is the lack of harmony. So I have the feeling that she still has those ideas and inspirations, and she still feels very, very much like she did back then. However, she doesn't feel the sense of harmony. She questions it. She wonders if it's true. She wonders if she can trust it. She's not as confident as she could be. And so because she's not as confident in her ideas and inspiration, because of her feelings of being dismissed as a child, she's lacking in harmony. And because she's lacking in harmony, she's not bringing those ideas and inspiration into the world the way that she would like to. So something that she can do to heal her inner child. It's so funny because, like I said, this was the exact same card in the masculine reading. Is she can let herself be loved by her soulmate. And I interpret the soulmate in this to be really like the twin flame card. This is really about, because this is about these divine connections, that this is what this is talking about. And so how she can heal her inner child is by letting herself be loved by her twin flame, by letting herself be inspired again by the presence of her twin flame or divine counterpart in her life, that she can allow, or that like there will be deep healing that takes place when they come into union, whether it's union for a short period of time or union forever. That letting yourself be in that space of unconditional love with someone who truly sees you and appreciates you and loves you as you are, someone who's seen all of your flaws and still thinks you're the best, that is the kind of that is healing. It's tremendously healing. That's one of the things that I learned as when I did work as a psychologist, is that just being with someone who unconditionally accepted you just as you were, no matter where you were, was one of the most transformative healing practices that you could experience. And so this is how she can heal her inner child, is to be with her soulmate, in whatever context that looks like. It may not be in physical union, it may just be other things, but and to understand that she does have a soulmate and that she is worthy of that type of unconditional, crazy, passionate love, and to let herself receive it. And so how can she support her inner child? This is, again, almost a mirror. It actually is a mirror image because it was in this position for the masculine. That how she can support her inner child is getting into nature. So going out for walks if the weather is conducive where you are. If you're not able to go out for walks because it's too cold, appreciating the nature around you. It's beginning to be springtime in many places, and so you're going to start to see like trees budding and flowers starting to come out. So being aware of that and really appreciating it. And getting back to your true nature, who you were before the world told you who you should be. That's another way that you're going to find some, support your inner child. And the other piece is about getting alone, spending some time in meditation, not always having the TV or a book or some kind of distraction on, but really spending time alone, listening to your inner self and to your intuition, listening to your higher self, listening to God. So really getting into a quiet space where you can hear what's going on inside. And the message from your inner child is that it's manifestation time, baby. It is time. So that's why this intention card, get super clear on your intentions. I was traveling yesterday and I wrote out some intentions for the next few upcoming weeks. Very specifically what I want to manifest into my life. So I encourage you to do the same. Get super, super clear, feminines, on what you desire to manifest because it's happening. So if you're not clear about it and you're sending out like mixed messages, then you're going to get mixed responses. If you're very clear about it, you're going to get really clear responses. And I really have the sense that if you like what you want is going to come to pass. Like what you're desiring is going to come to pass. So get super, super clear on those intentions so that you can create what it is that you want to create in this life. You can manifest the things that you want to manifest. And if you're not clear, or if you're in those lower vibrational fear energies, you're going to manifest things that are in alignment with that. So be very clear about your intentions and get in harmony with that so that you can create what you want to create. Because remember, you can manifest things out of fear. People do it all the time. And so you can manifest things consciously or unconsciously. It's really up to you how you do it. I suggest that you take the time to really set your intentions and go manifest it, baby. It is time. It is go time. I have a really clear sense that this week energetically is going to be pretty significant for a lot of people. So I suggest that you spend some time really, really getting clear on your intentions and what you want to bring into the world in this next phase of your life. So I hope that this was helpful for you, Divine Feminines. If you have any questions, please feel free to make comments. Let me know if it's resonating. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on Instant Go. I'll post the link in the description. It's also in the About Me page, or you can hit me up for a private reading. So I look forward to seeing you all back here again, and have a great week.